You're watching Diesel TV.
We got Diesel TV!
We're at beautiful Edmonton, Alberta at Castro Raceway, home of the great one, Wayne Gretzky and the West Edmonton Mall.
This is the Division 6 Championships. Last shot for these guys to qualify for the World Finals in October.
This is Diesel TV.
Before we head to the track, let's stop by and see Jim Bell, owner of the JB's Power Center.
We're here at JB's Power Center. We're about to go inside and check out Jim Bell's Outlaw 10.5 Mustang. This thing has a full tube chassis, a Steve Petty turbocharged small block, an air-shifted Liberty 5-speed, and makes over 2,400 horsepower to the rear tires. Thanks, Jim. We had a great time at JB's Power Center. Now we're headed back to Castro Raceway.
Big Don, man, I was rolling through the pits. Some of the biggest names in the industry are here today to race at Castro Raceway. We've got Donovan Harris, 2010 Pro Street World Champion, coming off his personal best in 917 Mission Raceway. I mean, I saw Malcolm Cross, the first truck to ever break the 150-mile barrier back in 2008, and a former national record holder. Big Don's Super Street is going to be off the hook. I just saw Tori pull in. He's been 950 a couple times these last couple of weeks, but the big boys just rolled in also. Brian Spooner, 2010 World Champion and former national record holder, and you can never forget Idaho Rob Cottons, current national record holder, last year's World Champion. It's going to be a shootout in Super Street.
Randy, Super Street is looking great, but let's not forget about our Super Diesel category. Just saw the champ, Verla Southwick, roll in, trying to reclaim that Division 6 championship. Standing square in the middle of his way is Chris Oborn. Took him out in Mission, leading the points here in Division 6.
And I saw some of the sportsman competitors. Ronnie Vandenberg, Division 6 champion from 2011, second in national points. But guess what? Kelsey Epp, number 2 last year, is showing up. I guarantee you, she's going to meet up with Ronnie somewhere. Doesn't matter where, it's going to be a shootout. Big Don today on Diesel TV, the Canadian Diesel Shootout. It's an action-packed day with diesel drag racing, show and shine. We've got the Make-A-Wish raffle, raised over $10,000 last year. We're going to try to break that record today. And the JB Super Truck giveaway, over $5,000 in products going to one lucky winner. And of course, we've got the
crowd favorite, the Burnout Contest.
So don't go away. We'll be right back with more action from the Canadian Diesel Shootout.
This is Diesel TV! Woo!
Are you kidding me? I drive my diesel in the land of the free MPG with Power Service Diesel Clean plus cetane boost in the silver bottle. Some additives are made for both gasoline and diesel. I don't know about you, but I don't run gas in my diesel engine, so why would I use a gasoline additive? Gas additives don't have cetane boost, but Diesel Clean does, and that's important because cetane gives you more power, and you'll get better MPG, up to 8%. Remember, silver for summer.
To do this, you need this. To do this, you really need this. Whether it's off-road, on the street, or at the track, Yukon Gear and Axle delivers the quality, selection, and prices you need to soar. Experience the Yukon Advantage.
We're here at Castro Raceway, another exciting episode of Diesel TV. You know, Randy, we were talking about all the big names here at the Canadian Diesel Shootout. This thing is really turning into more of an international diesel shootout.
Man, it sure is. From Team USA, you've got Idaho Rob Cottons, Ken Flory, Verlin Southwick, and Michael Pliska. They're all going to try to be taking some money back to the United States.
That's exactly right, but defending the homeland, Team Canada, Brian Spooner, Tori Rorinka, the Rednecks, Sean Ellerton, and Smoking Guns Gord Cooper.
So let's get to the action and see whether Team USA or Team Canada comes out as champion of the Canadian Diesel Shootout. Big Don, let's get down trackside, catch up with some of the competitors before the action starts.
All right, we are here at Castro Oil Raceway, the JB's Canadian Diesel Shootout. Man, we're in a whole different country, Rob.
I'm looking forward, dude. I've been wanting to come up here for years, and whatever happened different years, I was never able to make it, so I'm really looking forward to being here.
So your first trip here?
It is, to this track, yeah.
I tell you, for those of you that don't know, and the whole wide world does know, 2011 world champ, brand new record holder. You and Spooner going back and forth with that record, but you've got it on lock after leaving Indy. 981 is the official record.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be the most competitive event of the year.
Here we are with Malcolm Cross from Vancouver Island. Malcolm, you were the first truck to ever go 150 in the Pro Street division in this bad boy. Tell us about it.
Yeah, we did that in 2008 down in Medford, Oregon. We did 2 passes, 149 and 150, setting the Pro Street record for 2 years.
All right, we are in the pits with FloPro Pro Stock driver Aaron Shea. Aaron, I tell you, man, you guys brought this thing out to Phoenix the beginning of the season. Had some troubles out there. You guys kind of been fighting motor and transmission issues, yeah. But from what I'm hearing, maybe y'all made some changes and you're ready to go racing finally.
We are. We scrambled all week. We're still working on it. 9 o'clock last night to try and make it here. We pulled in about 11 o'clock last night so we can hopefully make some good passes down the track today.
All right, I had to get between these two guys to try to keep them apart because I'm about the biggest thing that's separating them right now as we head to Canada. Number 1 and number 2 in the National Points Championships. Berlin, we'll start with you. Can you hold this guy off?
I don't know. He's been driving a long ways just to get me in the points, so I'm going to give him all he's got.
You know, I got to try to stir this up a little bit. He said he gave you a little head start. Now he's going to run you down on the backside.
Well, I've seen him run people down before, and I know how it turns out, so I'm not worried at all.
Oh, here we go. Kenny's talking about you. Man, I tell you what, 52 years experience in the drag racing game. You about to put it on the youngin' over here, ain't you?
Well, as long as I can stay awake.
Here we are with Tori out of Bentley. Tori, you guys are running the only mega cab in the Super Street category, and you guys have consistently ran 9.5s. Tell us a little bit about it.
A long, hard road. We've went through our fair share of engines and drivetrain, transmission components.
Now I noticed that you have a bunch of gauges in there. It's like an airplane. Are you getting ready to take off?
Sometimes it feels like I'm getting for a pretty intense launch, but just everything's all on a data logger, and I only watch one, and that's it.
Good luck today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Big Don, those are some great interviews. Let's go see some highlights and find out who our number 1 qualifiers are.
In our BD Power Sportsman category, we qualify on reaction time. We had over 50 trucks here. Everybody was cutting the tree down.
That old Kendall Freed went a 0.33 and is our number 1 qualifier.
In our DPS Super Diesel category, we had a full field. This is an 1190 index class.
That's right. But Ken Flores ran 1190 with a 4. That's 4 thousandths off a perfect run.
In our Edge Products Super Street category, Randy, the 3 fastest trucks on the planet are here today, and they did not disappoint. Tori Warinka came out here, Team Canada goes 978. Idaho Rob Cotton's Team USA 971.
Those are 2 brand new national records, but Brian Spooner, last guy in qualifying, rips off a 957 at 141 miles an hour, sets a new national record, and is our number 1 qualifier in Super Street.
This with Brian Spooner. Brian, I tell you, you know, everybody's been talking on the internet and all over the diesel motorsports world about you and Rob Cotton swapping these records around. And right here in your backyard, you come out here and just kick the hinges off the door, for lack of a better word, and run the 57 just to kind of make a statement. Hey, guys, we're here, and we're here to keep these records.
Yeah, well, we know Rob brought his A game, and we're going to have to bring ours to keep up with him. He's been racing a lot of years. He knows his truck inside and out, so we're still progressing forward. Jamie from JNR has done a phenomenal job tuning this truck, and we got a bit more left in her. We'll see what happens today.
You don't want to miss it. That's Brian Spooner. I'm Big Don. You're watching Diesel TV. In our PPE Pro Street category, 2010 world champ Donovan Harris rips off a 970 pass.
Yeah, but Malcolm Cross, out for the first time this year, sets a bar, run a 962 to be our number 1 qualifier in Pro Street. All right, we're here with Malcolm Cross, number 1 qualifier, 962 at 145. Malcolm, how'd the run feel?
Fantastic.
You got more in it?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Maybe not.
While we were qualifying, Michaela was down at Diesel Alley. We had over 30 manufacturers here today showing off the latest and greatest in diesel performance.
Here we are with Nick from MVRP. Nick, how's your day going?
It's going really well. Actually, yeah, it's been busy all day long. A lot of great racing going on today.
Here we are with Roger from JB's. Roger, how's your day going?
Oh, it's just rocking and rolling out here. Weather's fantastic, the trucks are fast, and we're burning a lot of rubber.
And speaking about burning rubber, later in the show, we're going to have the JB Super Truck giveaway. One lucky winner is going to win a kit to turn that truck into a beast. It contains an Edge Products CTS programmer, an MVRP exhaust system, a fast fuel pump, a set of industrial injection injectors, an air raid intake, and a great big old turbo from BD Power.
Don't go anywhere, because when we get back, we're moving through the eliminations and headed to the quarterfinals. You're watching Diesel TV.
If high-powered diesel trucks are your passion, or you're a backyard mechanic looking for the best quality replacement parts for your diesel engine, Industrial Injection is the source you've been looking for. Our specialists are trained and certified to deliver the best quality installation in our state-of-the-art facility. At Industrial Injection, we know diesel. Want to improve fuel economy and horsepower? Industrial Injection is your source for custom nozzles, turbochargers, and fuel injectors. For more information, log on to iidiesel.com or give us a call at 800-955-0476.
From the street to the track, XTP is your true one-stop shop for diesel power and performance. You can count on XTP from the sale through the installation process to provide award-winning customer service and technical assistance. We stock what we sell, offering you the best price and fastest shipping times in the industry. Visit us online at xtp.com. and see for yourself why XTP is the nation's largest diesel performance parts retailer.
Welcome back to Diesel TV. We're here at Castro Raceway, and the action is heating up as we head into the quarterfinal rounds.
Our BD Power quarterfinal round, Randy, here's our matchups.
That's right. We've got Kendall Freed will be up against Mitch Lepay, Nicholas Mader against Bobby Bailey, Ian Ross against Jeremy Nakanomi, Ronnie Vandenberg against Brian Oedas. Bracket racing at its finest coming up here in quarterfinal action.
Kendall Freed in the MBRP lane, 1545 the dial.
And I got Mitch LePay in the industrial injection lane dialed to 1614.
You know, LePay should leave about 3/10 quicker than Freed here at the tree. Let's see. Oh, LePay is dead late on the tree. Freed cuts it down. 0:35 reaction time. It was over before it got started, Randy.
Look at that. Freed drive-bys him at the half track, out the back door. Kendall Freed's going to move on. Man, I'm telling you, Mitch LePay, he lost this thing in the first 30 feet. Having a half a second reaction time is going to put you on the trailer to head home.
Kendall Freed's going to advance to the next round, and he's going to have the winner of this next matchup. Bobby Bailey in the MBRP lane, 1273 the dial.
In the industrial injection lane, I got Nicholas Mader dialed to 1507. He's going to leave 3 seconds before Bailey.
So here we go. Mader out front. Here comes Bailey. Looky here, Randy. He throws it away. 061 red light. This thing was over before it got started.
Nothing worse than going red and giving it away at the beginning.
Mader has a great run there, 1506 on a 1507.
Speaking of tough to beat, Big Don, I've got Ian Ross in the industrial injection lane, dialed to 1480. He's been right on his number all day long.
That's right, and I've got Jeremy Naxony dialing a 1410 in the MBRP lane. They're spooled up, ready to go. Man, how about this? Naxony cuts the tree down on him. Ross is going to have his work cut out for him. He's still behind at the 1/8 of a mile and drives around him on the big side of the track. Goes 14.90 on a 1480 dial, Randy.
So like I said, he's been running his dial all day long. That's how you move on to the winner's circle.
That's what it takes.
Moving on to our final pair, Big Don, I got Ronnie Vandenberg in the industrial injection lane, #1 in Division 6 in points and currently #2 in the national points, and he's in a borrowed truck because he burned his truck up at Woodburn, Oregon.
Guys, we're down here with Ronnie Vandenberg headed into the quarterfinals. You've got Brian Wodas. He's been running like 1340s, 1350s all day. You're 17, what, 30s, 40s? Here's what we've been dialing today?
Yeah, 1730s, 40s, and then, I don't know, I always hate lining up against trucks that are a lot slower, so I kind of feel bad for him, but hey, you got to get those points.
And I've got Brian Wotus in the MBRP lane, 1340 the dial. He's going to be sitting here for a while as Roney's driving down the track. He's going to have a lot of ground to make up. Lights come down. Vandenberg good on the tree. Now, just like we said, Wotus had to sit there, watch him drive down the track. He's got a good reaction time. Roney's still way out front as we head to the half track. Wotus is going to have his work cut out for him. It's going to be too little, too late. 17:44 for Roney Vandenberg, and he's headed to the next round. Randy, let's look at our matchups in our Super Diesel category presented by Diesel Performance Specialties.
First up, we're going to have Ashley Alstead against Mike Harker. Then we got Dennis Kriegel against Jade Zayak. We got Ken Flory's #2 in national in points against the Smoking Guns Gord Cooper. And then the champ, Verlin Southwick, up against Gage Makinen.
That's right. But right now, I've got Mike Harker in the 07 Dodge in the MBRP lane.
I've got Ashley Alstead in the industrial ejection lane from the Supreme Diesel crew in her 04 Dodge.
You know, Randy, this is 1190 index, heads-up drag racing, bumper to bumper. Here we go. Harker with a great reaction time. Alstead running him down before the 330. Trouble for Harker in the MBRP lane. Alstead sees that she's way out front. She's out of the gas, going to save some parts here, Randy. Rolls through at a 13:39, and Ashley Alstead's headed to the next round.
Moving up in the industrial injection lane is Dennis Kriegel out of Bow Island, Alberta in his 07 Dodge.
We're here with Dennis Kriegel, headed into the quarterfinals. Dennis, this truck's been tough all day long. Running 1220s, but is there more power in it? Because I got a feeling in this class you're going to need it.
I'm taking it a little bit easy. Had some training issues, but there's a little bit left to give.
Jade Zayak, the 05 Dodge in the MBRP lane. He's been running 1190s all day long. Kriegel's going to have his job cut out for him. He's going to have to take a shot at the tree here. Tree comes down. Kriegel, 173 on the light, does his jobs there. Zayak driving right past him in the middle of the track. He may be going too fast. Looky here, Randy. 1176. He breaks out, and that sends Kriegel to the next round.
We were talking about that international battle. Here we go, US's versus Canada. We got Smoking Guns Gord Cooper in the MBRP lane up against our #1 qualifier, #2 in points, Ken Flory in the industrial ejection lane.
All right, we caught up with Ken Flory down here. Ken, you've kind of snuck up in this national points chase.
Well, you know, Verlin Southwick is a really good racer, but he didn't want to take the trip east, so I went on back to Minnesota and I won that event. So got 80 points on him and pretty close right now, and I got him in my sights. If he sleeps just a little bit, I'm going to have him.
All right, we're down here with Gord Cooper. Gord, I tell you what, man, truck's been running low 12s all day long. You're headed to the quarterfinals here. You got Ken Flory. Can you handle him? I mean, you know, he's been running strong all day.
I'd like to give him all that he can handle, though.
Cooper's going to have to take a shot at the tree here as Flory, like you said, our #1 qualifier, try to get that big truck running. Randy, he goes 5 thousandths too quick. 5 1/1000ths on the red side. Ken Flory is going to stop the clock. 11:98, 113 miles an hour. Tough luck for Gord Cooper.
We're back with Gord Cooper. Gord, you got knocked out. Ken Flory did it again.
Well, I gave him a good run. I red lit, but only I don't think you can red light any closer, can you?
It was close.
005 red light, it's still a red light. I'm out, but looking forward to setting the bar pretty high with a burnout contest.
Moving to our last pair in the Super Diesel category, we got Verlin Southwick against Gage Makinen.
Verlin, man, I tell you, I don't even know what to think. You guys have been everywhere, all over the place, and now you're here in Edmonton.
Yeah, it's long drive, but we're trying to support the NHRDA, and we'll get to the races.
Well, the other thing I think you're trying to do is stay ahead of Ken Flory in the national points. The one race you don't go to, he goes to, and that's where he started making up ground on you.
Yeah, he's caught up pretty quick. He's only 40 points behind right now, so I'm trying to put the hurt on him so I can get a bigger lead and not have to worry.
All right, Verlin Southwick, 2011 world champion and current national points leader, is in the industrial injection lane.
That's right, and he's going to be taking on Gage Makinen in that 02 Duramax out of Billings, Montana. Gage's going to have to take on the champ here, Randy. He's a little late. Southwick 226 on the tree, gauge 366. We're headed to the half track. Southwick really shows why he's the champ here. He starts driving away, 12:07, and the champ's headed to the next round.
That's why he's the 2011 world champion right there. So don't go away. We'll be right back with more action from the Canadian Diesel Shootout.
Air Dog, the world's premier fuel air separation and filtration system for diesel engines, presents an Air Dog 2 fuel system. If you're tired of failing lift pumps on your diesel that can't keep up with your demands, check out the Air Dog 2. It will increase horsepower, torque, and fuel mileage, all while extending the life of your injection system. Also, check out our Diesel RX HD series for your semi. See them online at pureflowairdog.com/TV or dieselrxproducts.com/TV.
From the street to the track, XTP is your true one-stop shop for diesel power and performance. You can count on XTP from the sale through the installation process to provide award-winning customer service and technical assistance. We stock what we sell, offering you the best price and fastest shipping times in the industry. Visit us online at xtp.com and see for yourself why XTP is the nation's largest diesel performance parts retailer.
Castrol Raceway, another exciting episode of Diesel TV. In our Super Street category, quarterfinal rounds presented by Edge Products. Let's take a look at the matchups, Randy.
Our first pair up is going to be Justin Sherba against the Redneck Sean Ellerton, Idaho Rob Cottons against Colin Lloyd, Tori Rowanka against Devin Locke, and Daryl Bernew against Brian Spooner, who just ran the 957.
The Redneck Sean Ellerton in the industrial injection lane.
That's right, and Justin Sherba from Wembley, Alberta, over in the MBRP lane, part of that Supreme Diesel crew.
All right, they're pulling into the lines now. Ellerton gets the hole shot. He leaves out front. Here comes Sherba. We're headed to the half track, man. We got a drag race here. Let's see what happens. Ellerton's going to get there first, 10.95 to a losing 10.89, and another win on a hole shot, Randy.
That's right, Sean the Redneck Ellerton moves on to the semifinals, and he'll come up against either Cottons or Lloyd, our next pair up.
That's right, Randy. Idaho Rob Cottons, the champ in the O2 GMC in the MBRP lane. Going to have to run 80 or quicker here to back that record up. Rob, I know you're getting ready to head up here for the quarterfinals, but I got to ask, man, we going to shoot for the record, or what are we doing here?
No, I'm just looking to go rounds down. You know, that's my theory, is I want to win rounds, win championship points, win this event.
And I got Colin Lloyd, the hometown boy from Edmonton, in an 03 GMC.
They pull into the lights. Idaho Rob Cottons 145 on the reaction time. Headed down 641 to the 8th mile. He's on pace for this record, Randy. 984, 143 miles an hour. Gonna miss it by 4/100ths of a second.
But he still moves on to the semifinals, so he's got another shot at it next round.
Lucky here, Randy. Tori Warinka's got a shot to back up the record for Team Canada.
That's right. He went 978 in qualifying, set the first leg of that national record. He's going to have to run an 83 or quicker to back it up.
You know, he's got Devin Locke, that 96 Dodge in the MBRP lane. Going to have to do a good job here.
That's right, but Tori Warinka again in the industrial injection lane with all the nitrous systems turned on.
The lights come down. Warinka makes a hard move to the left, back to the right. He wheels it back. Locke side by side with him. Warinka starts to drive away. Randy, looky here, 9.80 and a brand new Super Street record for Team Canada and Tori Warinka.
Man, did you see how much that truck was going right, left? Looks like he was in a boxing match.
Tori, you just got back running a 980 here in the Super Street category. The 78 was your first lap. The 80's going to back that up. You're the current Super Street national record holder. Man, that's got to feel good.
Yeah, it feels really good. Really good.
Big Don, I'm not one for quoting people, but looky here. We got Brian Spooner, former national record holder. He went a 957 in qualifying to set the record. He's going to be up against Daryl Bernew in the industrial injection lane, Darrell Bernew's number 2 in the national points right now. But right now, all eyes are going to go on Brian Spooner as he tries to back up the record and take it away from Tori.
You're right. He's going to have to run 9:63 or quicker to take that record away from Tori Wawrinka. They're spooling up, Randy. I'm not sure what happened right there. Spooner's dead late. Darrell Berneux taking advantage of it, trying to stretch that national point lead, and Berneux drives away from what could have been a brand new record. 10:29, and Berneux's headed to the next round. All right, we're down here with Brian Spooner. Brian, it looked like the truck was trying to drag you through the beams.
Yeah, we're having a hard time holding it back. We got new brakes on there, and you know, we just don't have a lot of time on them. And I had to get out of it. I would have rolled through and red lit, so as soon as I got out of it, the beams dropped, and it was like too late. 5/10, you can't make her up, not in this class here.
Well, you know, it's not like you weren't trying, though. The truck went 982 or a 983 at 144, almost 145 miles an hour. You were coming. I think if this thing was another 40 feet long, man, or you could have held it just another 10th, you were coming at him.
Yeah, but you know what? That's Super Street for you.
All right, Big Don, let's take a look at the Pro Street ladder brought to you by PPE.
We've got the 2010 World Champ, Donovan Harris, Devin Locke. Then in our next pair, we've got Rob Coddens, Darren Willem, and then the first guy over 150 miles an hour in this category, Malcolm Cross. He'll be taking on Simon Orford.
In the industrial injection lane, I have Devin Locke in the 96 Dodge Ram.
That's right. And Donovan Harris, the 2010 World Champ, the 01 Dodge in the MBRP lane. Randy, he's coming off a personal best, 9:17 at Mission Raceway earlier this year.
Donovan's got his light on. Here comes Devin. Great reaction time by Devin Locke.
And Donovan shaking the tires off the 01 Dodge. We're headed to the half track. We got 6:22 for Harris. He's headed out the backside, stops the clock, goes 9.70, 141 miles an hour.
Boy, Devin's pulling over. Something happened there, but congratulations to Donovan moving into the semifinals.
Our next pair up in our PPE Pro Street category quarter-final rounds in the MBRP lane out of Edmonton, Alberta, Darren Willman driving the NAPC-sponsored Dodge.
And I've got Idaho Rob Coddens in the industrial injection lane running 2 categories here, Super Street and the Pro Street category.
That's right, Randy. Willman spooling up. Here comes Coddens. Coddens out front as we leave the line. Coddens starting to drive away. Not sure what happened to Willman. Coddens putting some distance between them on the top end. Stops the clock, 10.32, 108 miles an hour.
I think Rob thought he had that one and just took a nice, easy lap out the back door.
Okay, Randy, our next pair up in our PPE Pro Street category, Malcolm Cross and Simon Orford.
Big Don, if you looked at the ladder, whoever wins this round is going to get a bye into the finals.
Well, you know, Randy, I can tell you who's going to get that bye. I was just down in the pits. Simon Orford, they've been working on this thing. They're not going to be able to make the call.
Man, all right. Malcolm Cross in the industrial injection lane. He gets a bye here, guys. He's going to ease it down the track and move into the semifinals and then get a bye right into the final.
Some great racing action in the quarterfinals. When we get back, we're headed straight into the semis. You're watching Diesel TV.
If high-powered diesel trucks are your passion, or you're a backyard mechanic looking for the best quality replacement parts for your diesel engine, Industrial Injection is the source you've been looking for. Our specialists are trained and certified to deliver the best quality installation in our state-of-the-art facility. At Industrial Injection, we know diesel. Want to improve fuel economy and horsepower? Industrial Injection is your source for custom nozzles, turbochargers, and fuel injectors. For more information, log on to iidiesel.com or give us a call at 800-955-0476.
From the street to the track, XDP is your true one-stop shop for diesel power and performance. You can count on XDP from the sale through the installation process to provide award-winning customer service and technical assistance. We stock what we sell, offering you the best price and fastest shipping times in the industry. Visit us online at xdp.com. and see for yourself why XDP is the nation's largest diesel performance parts retailer.
Welcome back to the Canadian Diesel Shootout. Randy's headed down trackside to find out who's going to win that JB Super Truck Kit. While Randy's doing that, I'm going to get ready for the burnout contest.
Okay, here we go. Over 4,500 tickets were sold for the JB Super Truck giveaway. Leonard Landry of Edmonton, Alberta is our lucky winner and wins the whole package that includes an exhaust system from MBRP Exhaust, an intake system from Air Raid, a fuel pump from Fast Fuel Systems, a set of injectors from Industrial Injection, an Edge with Attitude, and a big old turbo from BD Power.
It's time for the crowd favorite, the Burnout Contest, presented by Armor Inc. We got 3 beautiful ladies down here helping us judge. It's time to go get a winner. I'm going to jump up here and talk to Smoking Guns.
Hey, Big Don.
Man, I tell you what, this thing is crazy in the Burnout. You having a good time out here today?
Absolutely.
Are you ready to smoke this crowd out? I'm down here with Barry. Barry, I tell you, we saw you running in the sportsman category. You didn't have these tires on there. You done changed on us. We're down here with Brian. Brian, I tell you what, looks like you've been racing earlier today too. Now you're in here in the Burnout Contest.
Oh yeah, I gotta keep a good show going on.
Got to keep the good show. You having a good time here this weekend?
Yeah, sure.
Man, I tell you think you got something for those guys?
Oh yeah, something special.
Got something special. You said you had something a little special for them. You didn't tell me you had the trick tires with the red smoke. Let's get a score down there.
Roll it ahead.
Look at there. The girls are making up their own rules. They changed it to an 11. That's 33 points, and Brian Wotus is our winner.
All right, Big Don, the smoke has cleared. We're done with the Burnout Contest. It's time for semifinal action. Spooner is out, and the story of the day, Cottons versus Wawanka in Super Street.
Randy, let's take a look at the matchups in our semifinal round of our BD Power Sportsman category.
We're going to have Kendall Freed up against Nicholas Mader, and Ian Ross is going to be up against Ronnie Vandenberg. Ronnie Vandenberg still chasing down that national points lead. Again, Verlin Southwick is out, so Ronnie is gaining ground on him here.
In the MBRP lane, Kendall Freed, the 05 Chevrolet, 1550 the dial.
Nicholas Mader, the 011 Dodge, sitting in the industrial injection lane, dial of 1507.
You know, Randy, this is almost a heads-up drag race right here with these guys. We bring them to the light. Here comes the tree. Red light start for Nicholas Mader. He throws it away right here at the start. Kendall Freed on a free pass to the final round. Stops the clock, goes 15.30 at 90 miles an hour. Our next pair in our BD Power Sportsman category, semi-final round, Ian Ross, the 04 Dodge, the MBRP lane.
And in the industrial injection lane, I got Ronnie Vandenberg. He's creeping up on Verlin Southwick in the national points.
Okay, Randy, our next pair up, Ian Ross, the 04 Dodge, the MBRP lane, 1480 the dial.
And Ronnie Vandenberg in the 011 Dodge in the industrial injection lane, dialed to 1742. He's going to be leaving 3 seconds before Ian.
Those lights are on, they are spooled up. Vandenberg just asleep at the tree, but how about Ross? 045 on the tree. This thing could be over before it gets started with a great reaction time like that by Ian Ross. Ian making up the ground, headed to the top side of the track, stops the clock, 15.08, and he's headed to the next round.
Ronnie is kicking himself for being late at the tree.
Randy, let's take a look at the matchups for our Diesel Performance Specialist Super Diesel category.
Moving in the semifinals now, we're going to have Dennis Kriegel up against Ken Flory, and the champ, Verlin Southwick, against the beautiful Ashley Alstead.
All right, Randy, I've got Dennis Kriegel in the MBRP lane. Dennis, I know you guys are busy. I'm going to let you get back to work. You dodged a bullet there, man. He broke out, but the good news is you're headed to the semis. The bad news is you got the guy that's number 2 in national points, Ken Flory.
Yeah, I know Ken Flory. He's a really competitive guy. He's professional, so it's going to be the rookie against the professional, but I'm going to give him all I got and hope for the best.
And in the industrial injection lane, I got Ken Flores, number 2 in the national points chase right now.
We're down here with Ken Flory. Ken, man, you took out Gord Cooper in the quarters. Now we're headed to the semis. You're still on that train wreck to the finals with Southwick, but old Dennis Kriegel's in the way over here in the semis. You got something for him?
I hope so, but he's he's been real consistent all day, so we'll just see what happens.
Here comes Flores.
And Dennis Kriegel rolling around the water.
Yeah, most of these guys launching 4-wheel drive, so they'll not do a burnout, pull in and lock it into 4.
There we go, Randy, as they pull up. The lights are on. These guys leave dead even. This is going to be a drag race, Randy. We are past the 330, headed to the 8th mile. They're still side by side. Kriegel starting to drive away. Flores on the brakes. What is he thinking? He scrubs off about 50 miles an hour, and Kriegel's getting the win.
Man, I bet you Ken thought Kriegel was going to break out and jammed on the brakes, but it cost him the round, and he's out, and Kriegel moves on to the finals.
Our last pair in our Super Diesel semi-final round, U.S. versus Canada. Out of Wembley, Alberta, the 04 Dodge Ashley Allstead in the MBRP lane.
And the champ, Verlin Southwick out of Shoshone, Idaho.
All right, Verlin, we're back down here after the quarters. Man, you keep telling me about this luck, but we keep coming back and talking to you after you win rounds.
Well, I've got a good truck. It was put together well. Good tuner, good builder, and the truck does its thing. I try and do mine.
You know, I was talking to Ashley earlier. She is just pumped up to take a shot at the champ here and get a win for Team Canada. They are building boost. The lights are on.
Well, her shot would be over, I would say. Verlin Southwick has a great reaction on 138. He's driving away already. It looks like another day at the office for Verlin Southwick as he goes out the back door to 1208 at 99 miles an hour.
Randy, we're headed into the semi-final rounds in our Edge Products Super Street category. Let's take a look at the ladders.
That's right, Big Don. We've got Rob Cottons against Tori Ranka, the matchup of the century. I checked my Twitter account. It is blowing up. Rob was the former national record holder. Tori broke it. It holds it at a 978 right now. This will be the matchup everybody's watching for. And the other side of the ladder, we still got Daryl Bruneau against the redneck Sean Ellerton.
In the MBRP lane in the 02 GMC, a former national record holder, Idaho Rob Cottons, going to have his work cut out for him here.
And the industrial injection lane, Tori Rawanka, current national record holder.
You know, Rob's going to have to go 974 or 5 here to back this thing up. The tree comes down. They leave side by side. Smoke up the tires for Cottons, but he is making it up. 6.30 at the 8th of a mile. He's driving away to the big end. 965, Randy, a brand new national record.
A win for Idaho Rob Cottons and one for Team USA, but I wonder what happened to Tori's truck.
Tori, it looks like you're saying it broke an intermediate shaft of the transmission.
Yes, preliminaries, that's what we're thinking anyways, so.
You know, when you're making that kind of power, trying to move that kind of weight, it's going to tear some stuff up.
Still the fastest quad cab Dodge on the planet.
For sure, for sure.
All right, man, thanks a lot.
Rob Cottons, where does it keep coming from? 965 with a 2. New national record, you got it back. Man, you guys got to be happy.
Yeah, I'm very, very happy. We're still in both classes. Semi-final round, we took out Tori. Very good competitor, fast dude.
We'll see you in the next round, buddy.
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks.
In our Edge Products Super Street category semi-final round, in the industrial injection lane out of Saskatchewan, driving the Dodge, Daryl Bruneau.
That's right, now you got the redneck himself, Sean Ellerton, sitting in the MBRP lane in his 03 Ford. Sean already told me all 4 nitrous systems are getting turned on for Daryl.
Daryl away first, a little skip, hop, and a jump for Ellerton. He's going to have his work cut out for him as Daryl drives away. We're headed out the backside. On the brake, stops the clock. 10.11, 128 miles an hour, and Bruneau's headed to the next round. In our Pro Street semi-final round presented by PPE, Randy, let's take a look at the ladders.
Well, first up, we're going to have Rob Cottons. Again, dual classing in both Super Street and Pro Street, but he's the underdog in this Pro Street category. He's up against Donovan Harris in that bad boy Dodge. On the other side of the ladder, we've got Malcolm Cross, who, lucky as can be, he's got his competition bye into the finals. But right now, here it is, U.S. versus Canada. Idaho Rob Cottons out of Eagle, Idaho in the industrial injection lane.
and Donovan Harris. Armor Incorporated, the Dodge in the MBRP lane. Randy, this is going to be a great race. The tree's down, they leave side by side. A little move for Cottons. Now they're putting the power on. Cottons behind at the 1/8 of a mile. He's making up ground as we head to the top end. Right here, 9.59 to a 9.53. That thing was won and lost at the tree.
It was, and Harris was coming by another 40 feet. It might have been a different result.
All right, back down here with Idaho Rob Cottons. Rob, man, what a race. Jeez, I'm going to let you tell me about it because you were there up close and personal.
Well, it was an awesome race against Donovan. A great competitor. He just launched. I see the wheels come off the ground, cut a little better tree, and came right down and looked at him. I had my finger on the button, ready to roll it.
Ready to roll. I know y'all were just side by side. I'm in the tower. I'm screaming. I don't even know who's winning. And I had to look up at the computer screen just to see who had it.
Yeah, it was nice. Looking out the side deal, I could see he was just a little bit behind me, so I took my finger off the button and just ran her out and ended up beating him.
Big Don and I was over in the pits, and those competitors are getting ready for final round action.
So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
If high-powered diesel trucks are your passion, or you're a backyard mechanic looking for the best quality replacement parts for your diesel engine, Industrial Injection is the source you've been looking for. Our specialists are trained and certified to deliver the best quality installation in our state-of-the-art facility. At Industrial Injection, we know diesel. Want to improve fuel economy and horsepower? Industrial Injection is your source for custom nozzles, turbochargers, and fuel injectors. For more information, log on to iidiesel.com or give us a call at 800-955-0476.
Welcome back to Diesel TV, where it's time to put up or shut up as we head into final round action here at the Canadian Diesel Shootout. And while we were at commercial break, Zahida from the Make-A-Wish Foundation came up to the tower. Guys, I've got great news. Over $4,000 was raised by the spectators, but then the local diesel shops of Alberta rallied together, raised over $7,000 and make an $11,000 total. That is why Diesel TV loves being part of the Make-A-Wish Foundation and seeing our racers give back to the community.
That's great, Randy. That's over $11,000 so far, and we're not finished yet.
Back to our Make-A-Wish fundraiser here this weekend at Castro Raceway. Trey Cooper getting buckled up, ready to go on the Make-A-Wish ride of his life. The little 9-second Chevrolet Camaro, Dave Sino, the local racer here, taking the kids on a ride. That's the great thing about this racing community. It doesn't matter if it's a diesel truck, a gas car. We all come together to help these kids. Dave Sino, Trey Cooper, Make-A-Wish. That's what it's all about, guys. Okay, this is what we've been waiting for. Final rounds. Run what you brung and hope you brung enough.
It's time to crown our 2012 Canadian Diesel Shootout champions. Let's get to the action.
BD Power Sportsman category final round.
That's right, it's time to find out who's going to be our 2012 JB's Canadian Diesel Shootout Sportsman Champion, Ian Ross or Kendall Freed.
That's right, Randy. In the MBRP lane, Kendall Freed, the 05 Chevrolet, dialed a 15.45.
Ian Ross in that big red Dodge dialed a 1480.
Here we go. They leave almost side by side. Ross with a great reaction time. He is starting to pull away at the 330. Freed trying to make up ground. Freed trying to get there. Ross going to drive past him on the top side. Ian Ross going to take the win, 14.91.
We're down here with Ian Ross, our BD Power Sportsman category Canadian Diesel Shootout champion. Ian, congratulations, man.
Thank you very much. I'd like to thank my sponsor, Impact Diesel Performance in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. I couldn't have done it without them. And just thanks for the crowd and all the competition. It was a great event.
All right. Y'all give me my hand right there. Hold that trophy up there.
Our Super Diesel final round presented by Diesel Performance Specialists in the MBRP lane, driving the 07 Dodge, Dennis Kriegel.
All right, we're down here with Dennis Kriegel. Dennis, you took out the guy that's number 2 in the national points. Now you got Vernon Southwick. Everybody knows that truck's going to run a 12-0 on a bad day. You got to take a shot at the tree here, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going to tried my best, of course, and I only got so much in the truck to give, and I know Furlan's got a lot more, so he'll probably be playing with me a little bit, but hopefully I can get him at the lights and hope for the best.
And I've got Verlin Southwick, 2011 world champion, sitting in the industrial injection lane.
All right, Verlin, the good news is, man, for you in the points chase, Ken's out of this thing. You're still in it, headed to the finals. The bad news is, you got Dennis Kriegel. This guy might as well be a lumberjack. He is cutting the tree down today.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. I'm glad he took Ken out so I didn't have to worry about it. Pick up a few points, hopefully, and take him down in the process.
So do you think Dennis Kriegel's a little bit nervous looking over there?
You know what? He's been running dead on the numbers all day. I don't think he's nervous at all. They spool him up. It doesn't look like he's nervous there. He cuts the tree down. Hard to do on the champ over there, Southwick. Southwick making up ground as we pass the 1/8 of a mile. He's starting to put some distance on him. Yeah, looky here. He's on the brakes, and he almost breaks out. 11:92, over 100 miles an hour. Verlin Southwick is the champ here in Canada.
A guy that we've talked to several times this year in the winner's circle, Verlin Southwick. Verlin, first of all, Desert Diesel champion. Then you come to Texas, win there. We're up here in Canada at the Canadian Nationals. Where does this winning streak stop for you?
I don't know if I'd call it a winning streak. It was quite a dry spell there for a minute. Good to come up, repeat as champion, and extend my point lead. Didn't get to run Ken, but maybe in Billings we'll do that. So it's looking good.
2012 Super Diesel, Canadian Diesel champion, Verlin Southwick.
Edge Products Super Street final round.
U.S. versus Canada. Idaho, Rob Cottons.
Rob, I keep coming back here, man. I know you guys got stuff to do. I seen y'all working on the truck. Is everything okay?
Well, all these passes, you know, running 9.5s, 9.6s, 9.7s like that, it's starting to take its toll. We found some slippage going on. I think I got some broken bolts in the converter, so the crew's working on it right now, seeing what we can do.
And in the MBRP lane, Daryl Bruneau, #2 in the national points. Over here, Randy.
In the industrial injection lane, though, I got the #1 in the points and the current record holder, Idaho, Rob Cottons.
This is going to be a race right here in Super Street. It's been a crazy class all day long, and it's about to be good right here in the finals. Trouble for Cottons. Bruneau driving away. We talked about it earlier. Cottons had trouble with the converter. Bruneau is going to be the champ. 11:13, 134 miles an hour.
Bruneau. Okay, our Edge Products Super Street Canadian Diesel Shootout champion, Daryl Bruneau. Daryl, came down to Texas. You won down there. Now winning here at Castrol Raceway. Congratulations.
Thanks. Thank GT Diesel, built a motor, transmission, everything for the truck. Big sponsor here, did everything for us.
Let's move into the final action round for the PPE Pro Street category.
That's right. I've got Malcolm Cross, the 90 model Chevrolet in the industrial injection lane.
Just caught up with Malcolm Cross in the pits. Malcolm, you're going to the finals. You ran a 960. Any predictions?
Rob's a tough guy to beat. Well, we'll have to wait and see.
All right, good luck.
Thank you very much.
Rob, man, I gotta ask, what are you doing burnouts? I've never seen you do a burnout.
We're having a hard time hooking up in four-wheel drive even, so, you know, looking at these guys that run these outlaw cars and stuff that drag radials, they always say scrub those tires, so I'm trying to scrub my back tires, give me a little better traction.
This is going to be a matchup, Randy.
It is. U.S. versus Canada once again. Idaho Rob Cottons been 965 in the Super Street category. Doesn't matter here in the Pro Street. Malcolm's been 150 miles an hour. This is definitely going to be a Canadian Diesel shootout.
They're spooling up. Rob Cottons with the whole shot. Malcolm Cross making up ground fast. He's already passed him as we head to the 1/8 of a mile. This is going to be close. Malcolm Cross stops the clock, 962, 146 miles an hour.
Man, they got the tranny fixed, but it wasn't enough for old Malcolm Cross. Congratulations.
All right, our PPE Pro Street category, Canadian Diesel Shootout champion, Malcolm Cross. Malcolm, congratulations.
Hey, thanks very much. It's been a great time.
And you got a brand new diesel fan right there, I'm sure. Couple months old, I think?
Yeah, 2.5 months. Going to be next Diesel Dragster.
Now, you guys got to, tell me the name there.
Maximus Diesel.
That's Maximus Diesel Cross right there. Coming to the first race already. You're breaking them in right.
You bet. He loves it.
Congratulations.
Thanks so much.
All right.
2000 Pro Street champion Malcolm Cross.
We got DieselTV!
Are you kidding me? I drive my diesel in the land of the free MPG with Power Service Diesel Clean plus cetane boost in the silver bottle. Some additives are made for both gasoline and diesel. I don't know about you, but I don't run gas in my diesel engine, so why would I use a gasoline additive? Gas additives don't have cetane boost, but Diesel Clean does, and that's important because cetane gives you more power, and you'll get better MPG, up to 8%. Remember, silver for summer.
If high-powered diesel trucks are your passion, or you're a backyard mechanic looking for the best quality replacement parts for your diesel engine, Industrial Injection is the source you've been looking for. Our specialists are trained and certified to deliver the best quality installation in our state-of-the-art facility. At Industrial Injection, we know diesel. Want to improve fuel economy and horsepower? Industrial Injection is your source for custom nozzles, turbochargers, and fuel injectors. For more information, log on to iidiesel.com or give us a call at 800-955-0476.
Castrol Raceway, another exciting episode of Diesel TV. Randy, this has been the best Canadian diesel shootout ever.
It sure has, Big Don, especially drag racing. The Super Street category, unbelievable. 3 new national records set.
You're right. And how about Verlin Southwick, the only guy from Team USA to get him a win here?
That's right. 4 out of 5 were taken by Team Canada. So I guess we're leaving all the money here in Canada as we head home to the United States.
Yeah, you know, but when we get home, we're headed straight down to the Texas Motorplex for the NHRDA World Finals.
That's it, the granddaddy of diesel drag racing. These guys have to qualify. It's the top 500 competitors in the world. It's an invitation only. So if you guys want to see the best in diesel motorsports, October 13th, the Texas Motorplex, the NHRDA World Finals.
And if you've got any questions, check them out at NHRDA.com or check us out at DieselTV.com.
Twitter and Facebook, don't forget that.
This is Diesel TV. I'm Big Don, that's Randy.
We're bringing you diesel motorsports like never before.
Diesel TV brought to you by MBRP Exhaust, Industrial Injection, JB's Power Center, BD Diesel Performance, Diesel Performance Specialist, Edge Products, PPE, G&J Diesel, Randy's Off-Road Connection, Armor Incorporated, and Supreme Diesel.